You're not going to come to my door and say, you owe me a college education. I don't know, you jack. And then what are you going to do with that? President says he wants to have more college education, more and cheap college education. Great. I'd love that too. The American people, there's not a rich person or a poor person that wants cheaper college education, that doesn't want that. They all want that. Everybody wants that. Why don't you talk to the universities? Why don't you talk to them about lowering their price, about becoming a little more price efficient? How about doing that? How about using some, as we told you the other day, Harvard has such a huge endowment, they could send everybody that is attending Harvard, they could send them through college for the next 30 years for free. What do you say you just reduce the cost? How about that one? Why not? Not asking you to get rid of the college endowment, not asking you to do anything. How about you make it a little more reasonable? Here's an idea, Harvard. Why don't you open up a bunch of Harvards, but you open them up at cheap, there's $3,000 a semester to go. And you're not going to the Boston Harvard. You're going to Harvard Baltimore. You're going to Harvard Louisville. And it's $3,000 a semester to go. Why don't you do that? Nobody's asking for a free education. If you care so much, why don't you do that? Mr. President, why don't you lay a little muscle down on the education system? Why don't you lay a little muscle down with your good buddies at the Ivy League? You know why? You won't? Because that's who you are. You're part of that. You don't have a problem with people making money as long as it's the right people. If I may quote Teddy Roosevelt, I don't begrudge a man for making a fortune as long as it was made in a way that benefits all of society and is spent in a way that benefits society. You don't have a problem with this, Mr. President, because you get to be the guy who decides what benefits society and what doesn't. That's a fundamental transformation of the United States of America. And you know that he believes it's complete. And apparently, in at least with a portion of the population, it is complete. When you're running an ad that you think will connect with a community, we got your back. And we got your back so we can continue to get more free stuff.